Welcome back for another edition of Inside the Doghouse, and this afternoon we are joined by the head cross-country men's and women's coach, Jose Miranda, in his first campaign as we preview the 2023 men's and women's cross-country campaign. Jose, thank you so much for joining me here this afternoon. How are things on your side of New York?
Happy to be here, Joey. Things are good. It's a bit warm in New York City today. We had a practice this morning, and it was hot out.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt, especially on a day like today. And you know, everyone keeps saying summer's almost over, but the way it's feeling, wow, the weather is not letting up, that's for sure. But for those that do not know anything about Jose Miranda, his last couple of campaigns came at nearby Yeshiva, and you're no stranger to CUNYAC, Jose, which is a really nice thing, especially to come into familiar digs here at John Jay.
That's right. I ran in the CUNYAC conference when I was at Hunter College. I was among a good crew. We won 44 CUNYAC conference championships in a row. It was fun.
Yeah, and then see, you were there. You were at Hunter as a student, and then you coached at Yeshiva for a couple of seasons. And now we kind of look to what John Jay has in store. Again, a lot of familiarity on the competition side of things in terms of these meets and these invitationals as well. Let's start things off with how do both teams look heading into this coming Saturday?
The team is getting in good shape. They are committed to showing up to practice. They are hitting the times and the runs that we've set out. It's pretty early in the season, so it's hard to know where we're going to end up, but I'm confident that people will improve. Running, like many sports, requires a lot of discipline, and I'm pretty impressed by what I've seen from the crew.
And you also, when you were at Yeshiva as the men's cross-country coach, let's keep in mind here, folks, pair of first-place finishes, notched 46 points in the Purchase College Invitational while you were at Yeshiva. So a lot of accolades to go around here for the newly minted head coach here at John Jay for the men's and women's cross-country programs. So let's start off with the women's side of things, Jose, shall we? And you have a solid mix of returners as well as some newcomers. Tell us a few folks that may be raising some eyebrows this upcoming campaign.
Well, I'm really excited by a few athletes on the women's side. I mean, the whole team, of course, but some people to keep an eye out for. I think Eva Garcia is going to have a great season. She's a returner and I think is primed for a breakout year. And I'm also excited for Jennifer Herrera. Jennifer has been running for quite a bit. Ran in high school and was a sprinter in high school. Now is in college and dipping her toe in more distance races. I think as long as we get a good base in this early part of the season, by the end of the season we'll see some major improvements.
And then flipping to the men's side of things, your men's cross-country program is led by the graduate Joseph Valiente and the sophomore Alejandro Animas. Tell us a little bit about them and their improvements from last year, and also some of the newcomers as well.
Yeah, that's right. So Joseph and Alejandro are seasoned runners at this point. And they are actually, in competition with some other new athletes, two freshmen, John Hernandez and Jack Treacher, who I think are going to come out and hit the ground running, so to speak, to use a bad pun here. But so I'm really excited for those two freshmen. I think if they stick with the program, by the time they're seniors, they're going to be in the top 1% of the conference. And as far as these newcomers, the returners are concerned, again, I think under this program, they're going to have breakout years. Last year, Joseph and Alejandro both had very solid seasons. Last year it was Alejandro's freshman year. And this is really where you start to see if you're a freshman, last year in the sophomore years where you start to see big gains. Joseph, I'm hoping that we can get a really good season for him. He's wrapping up his tenure in the CUNYAC. He's a graduate student, but I think we can get him there. And another person I'm excited for on the men's side is Trajan Tasher, who surprisingly, has kind of arrived at the team, and he's already in the middle of the pack. I think he's going to surprise people.
Folks, John Jay, both the men's and the women's programs, just early this morning, according to the CUNYAC preseason coaches poll, were both selected to finish fourth. So we'll definitely take a peek and see if Jose and the program can defy those expectations and get even better than that. So it will be a very fun campaign that starts this coming Saturday, September 9th. They will be running in the Purchase Invitational. Jose, thank you so much again for making us a part of your afternoon, and we will see you very soon.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.